Go subscribe to my backup platform at WJ. You might have to type it in WJ Boxing. I just did a video over there about the hood showing up to Carnival Cruises. Man, I had no idea how ratchet these Carnival Cruises have turned up. No idea. You know, I guess black folks and ships don't mix too well, but I'm going to take a phrase from Alonzo Williams. Shout out to Dusty Vision TV. Shout out to Alonzo Williams. But Alonzo Williams from the World Class Wrecking Crew, formerly of the World Class Wrecking Crew, calls it the niggaverse. The niggaverse has showed up to Carnival Cruises. But go check that out. I think you'll find it funny over on in WJ. Like I said, you might have to type it in WJ Boxing. But I want to talk about, you know, you see all these fighters going over to the Middle East right now. Some IPL, IPA going on. I don't even know what that is, but there's a bunch of boxers over there. Apparently Tyson Fury's not retired anymore. I see Jarrell Miller, though, and Terence Crawford. They start kind of, you know, grabbing each other and wrestling, and well, Terence Crawford grabs him, and you see Big Baby walking around. So it looked like Big Baby was moving him around, but Terence Crawford had a grip on him. And when Big Baby was asked about Terence Crawford's strength, he said that dude is strong as manure. I'll put it like that. Since Terence Crawford is strong as manure. It's a family channel. So I've been telling you guys that. I keep saying he pinned Richard Torres Jr., who's a heavyweight, around 220. We know Big Baby Miller is around 330, 300 plus. The fact Derek Chisora was just going back and forth with him, telling him, Derek Chisora, that he's not in shape, and Chisora's like, yeah, Miller was like, yeah, I'm in shape. Chisora told him he wasn't in shape. That was an interesting exchange, too. I'm going to get off topic. Chisora and Miller were going back and forth, and Miller was talking about AJ don't want to fight him. And Chisora was saying, you know, AJ brought people back to boxing. He said, you see those women over there? He's like, you know why they're here? Because of AJ. I mean, AJ, I don't think AJ's over there, but he's saying AJ is what made women interested in boxing. But anyway, back to Miller and Terence Crawford. If Terence Crawford can hold Miller like that, that shows the physical strength. There's no way Canelo's going to go in there and bully this guy. Y'all keep acting like Canelo is a hard puncher like a George Foreman. He himself said he's not a one-punch knockout artist. This is coming from Canelo's own mouth. So what you think is going to happen when he gets in a clinch with Terence Crawford and feels the physical strength of Crawford? He's going to be like, oh boy, it's going to be a long night. I can't bully this guy around. I just hope it doesn't turn into either guy waiting to counter punch. I think if it starts like that by round 3 or 4, I think Terence will pick up the pace like, nah, I'm not going to come out here and look lackluster. But the physical strength of Terence Crawford is something else. I saw a video, too, where he had 400-some pounds on the bar. Now, he didn't bench press it, but he lifted it up, man. And at that weight, to be able to do something like that, there's a lot of dudes that are my weight that can't do that, let alone Terence Crawford's weight. People might say I'm crazy. I'm telling you, I believe Canelo Alvarez will be stopped during this fight if he doesn't do the no mas, Roberto Duran, you know? That's just my personal feelings. People think, you know, because Canelo's never been dropped or anything like that, that Crawford will just win by points. There's a first for a lot of things. Not everything, but there's a first for a lot of things. Look for Canelo to get stopped, man. The physical strength does matter. There's people that are saying, you know, this is boxing, not wrestling. Wrestling doesn't matter. It does matter. It matters because there's a lot of clinching that takes place in a boxing match. If you never boxed, you would know that. If you stepped in the ring before like me, you would know that. You can weaken legs like that, you know. I always say Evander Holyfield said when Lennox Lewis used to lean on his back in their fights that it felt like a cement coat was on it. So there's little tactics. Wrestling does play a part in a boxing match. Also, psychologically, when you realize, oh man, this guy's strong. I wonder what he hits like. And they've been showing a lot of Terence Crawford replays lately, and certain things were kind of impressive. There was one fight where Crawford kept hitting this guy, and he said he was just touching him, so he'd get used to that. And then when he was told to start really putting some power in it, he did, and it overwhelmed the guy. I was watching another Terence Crawford fight, and I forget the opponent, but Terence Crawford, is like maybe the mid rounds or late, and Terrence, right when the bell ended, Terrence went like, "Oh, like I almost had you." Like he saw something. Next round, he comes out, finishes the dude, finishes it. It's almost like he was playing with him too. He hit him with a right or something, or maybe it was a left hook. The dude bounces back, and you see Terrence just waiting to unload, even as his tongue like this, like he was just salivating and playing around. He's a special fighter. Canelo is a great fighter. I'm not sure he's special though. Terrence Crawford is special. Yeah, but if you can hold a 330 some pound man like Big Baby Miller, you're strong. I think even Miller predicted Terrence Crawford to go in there and stop Canelo. Not too many people saying that. A lot of people playing it safe, saying decision. I'm saying stoppage or quit. Go check out my interviews playlist. Me and Counterpunch Boxing News just had on the voice of boxing, Jim Lampley. I know you don't want to miss that. Some great stories. Hopefully, we'll have him back on soon. You can watch it here or go over to Counterpunch Boxing and watch it. Subscribe to both if you will, but you will enjoy that. Even if you're not a big fan of boxing, you'll enjoy Jim Lampley and his voice, his vocabulary. Go check that out. So shout out to Jim Lampley. Shout out to his lovely wife Deborah, who arranged it, and appreciate that. And you want to subscribe to my backup platform? Like I said, it's in WJ, the Cash App $J Roos 33, the Instagram, the J Roos Theory, LSR forever. Be fearless. Yeah.